Find other great podcasts like this one at podmoth.network.
Hey podcast lovers, my name is Haley and I run the Don't Identify podcast. I have been passionate about helping the unidentified get their names back ever since I found out I lived within miles of where Sherry Ann Jarvis, formerly known as the Walker County Jane Doe, was found. In my podcast, I tell the stories and provide information about unidentified people in hopes of reaching their loved ones and getting their names back. So come join me and help me advocate for these people. You never know, you could recognize someone's story.
This podcast contains strong language and adult situations and may not be suitable for those who are easily offended. Welcome to the Fuck My Work Life podcast, where the work stories are real, the laughs are contagious, and most of us can agree that work sucks. So let's clock out and tune in.
Welcome back, fuckers. I'm Kay.
I'm Jay.
And we have another short, fun little coffee break episode for you today. But this one's a little bit different because we've got a special guest joining us to join in on the fun today. We've got Dustin.
Hey.
From the Dustin Can Read and Watch podcast and the Rewatch Recap podcast and anything else.
Everything under the
All
sun.
the things.
You don't know it. I'm behind the scenes of everything.
So thank you for joining us today, Dustin.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Before we get into our topic of discussion today, why don't you let everyone know a little bit about your podcast and where they can find you?
Okay. Well, Dustin Can Read and Watch is just me reading books or watching new TV shows and talking about them, sometimes with a guest, sometimes just by myself. It just depends. And right, I'm kind of on hiatus from that because I'm focused on the Rewatch Recap, which is you have been on doing My So-Called Life with me every episode of the show. And we did that. Orlean and I did Scream, the TV series. And this month we have all the TV movie March. That's what I'm calling it. Movie of the Week March, whatever you want to, something like that. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Had a lot of different podcasters come on for that too. And you can find it pretty much anywhere podcasts are played, the Rewatch Recap.
Awesome. We'll link to your shows in the show notes as well. So people, if they aren't already listening to you, they can find you easily and listen.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to preface this with Jay is not feeling very well today. So he's here. He's going to have fun with us, but he's probably not going to talk much.
Jay doesn't get sick.
Oh, okay.
I wish you had an electronic voice you could use.
Jay doesn't get sick.
I'm fine.
No, I feel okay. My mouth is constantly going to have a throat lozenge in it. So
back up off that mic.
Plus, I'm like...
It's going to sound like porn in here.
Yeah.
It's an episode of 90210.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm breathing through my mouth, so I just don't want to talk very much.
Okay.
So there you have it.
There you have it. All right. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna pose some workplace would you rather questions to each other. Answer them, have a little fun. If there's one that strikes your fancy and you want to tell us your answer to them, just, hit us up on Twitter or email us or whatever you want. You can reach out to us. So I'm going to get started. I pulled some would you rather questions from this website called Sign Up Genius. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But when I Googled workplace would you rather, this is what came up.
Oh, okay. So, how did you think of this topic? Is that where it came from? Like, did you see it somewhere?
No, I feel like there's been a few podcasts that have done would you rather, little segments, but they're always just random. And I thought it would be fun to make it specific to our podcast and the work related.
I didn't realize they had articles for it.
This one it's 100 would you rather questions for coworkers. So a lot of them are kind of just general,
not really work related,
icebreaker type things. But there were some that I pulled out that were kind of work specific. So if you want to see all 100 of them, I will link this article in the show notes as well. But we are definitely not doing 100 of those. Because we got some good ones on Twitter too. And Dustin, I know you said you came up with some
Just a few,
as well.
just a handful. So,
all right. So let's get started with the first one. Would you rather do something you love and make just enough money to get by, or do something you hate but make billions of dollars? You want to go first, Dustin?
ooh, I'd probably, wow.
It's a hard one.
I already do stuff that I hate and don't make much money. So it's kind of like I could probably, you know what I mean? I could probably do that easier. Although I would want to live a happier life. So, I mean, the other one, that's what you're looking at there. So, I guess I'll do something you hate and get the...
And be a billionaire?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think, Jay?
That was my thinking. I'm already doing something I hate and I'm not making billions. So I would probably do something I hate and make that first billion and then bone the fuck out and try to live off of that.
I mean, I feel like with these scenarios, it's forever. You can never change your decision. Otherwise, they're all easy.
I think doing something you love and making just enough to get by is like it. I don't know that it seems virtuous to do that, I guess, but also that paycheck to paycheck doing something you love is gonna make what you love not so much of a love anymore. You know?
Yeah, you could grow to resent it.
I mean, I think you can have that argument either way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be virtuous in my decision, and I'm going to go with the do something I would love. Because it's saying make enough just to get by. So it's not like you're getting by, right? But you're happy. I don't think I've ever had a job that I have loved. So it's always every morning get up and be like, fuck. And you're still going to feel that way, but you're going to be rich. But what are you going to do with that money? Because you're still working full time. So I think I'd rather be happy, like get up in the morning, excited for my day and like making enough to get by, than to be super rich. I mean, I can understand the argument the other way, like, because you could probably do more in your off time if you're a billionaire, right? So I get both sides, but I think I would go with the do something I love, because I don't know what that's like.
Yeah. Let me just say this. All of these questions are bullshit.
Okay, well, that's the point of the game.
Yeah, I know. But it's always these questions where you could take this one way, or you could take, you could go off in the weeds with how you break down your answer to each question, you know? So
I'm like, would you rather eat the sky or breathe the rain?
Both. Hug a tree while I'm at it. Next one. Would you rather have a constant supply of the best coffee in the world at your office, or a constant supply of the best snacks in the world at your office?
Coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather that, because if you have the best snacks, they'll always be gone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true.
But there's a constant supply.
That's true. Constant.
Okay, they say that.
When they just build the factories to these snack places behind our fucking building.
Are we the factory? Is that where I'm working now?
Yeah. Oh, man. Can I work at a Pringle factory?
Am I working at Little Debbie?
We have the Hostess factory here in Memphis, so I used to work down the street from it, so we would smell it all the time. It was awesome.
God, that'd be dangerous.
Which one was your favorite?
What? Oh, from Hostess?
Uh-huh.
Oh, typically like the cupcakes.
Yeah.
Those are the best. Every once in a while, a Twinkie, but for the most part, the cupcakes.
I always like the strawberry shortcake roll-ups.
Was that Hostess?
It was Hostess.
Came in like a 2-pack, like 2 little rolls.
I think Little Debbie does it too, but yeah, they both have them.
Yeah. I would also choose coffee.
Yeah.
Workplace coffee is always shit, so I'd much rather have the best coffee in the world than snacks.
Yeah.
We get free snacks at work, and it's a shit show, and I would rather not witness that.
It's disgusting. The last snack day that I was at work, I saw someone, after like the line had gone through, someone was in there with a fucking bucket.
Yeah. Taking
putting
it
their
off.
snacks
Yep.
and like filling the bucket up with snacks.
What?
Yeah.
And it was It was like one of the snacks comes in like a plastic bucket, and this certain person collects these buckets. And after everyone goes through, they walk through and they just start filling it up with the different snacks that they like and go back to their desk.
Yeah.
And
It's gross. It's gross display of gluttony. So coffee.
Yeah, that happens too. Yeah, we have snacks, and all of a sudden they're all gone. We're like, where'd all the snacks go? And we find out that this one person who works from home most of the time, comes in like once a week, comes in and like takes all these snacks and like walks out with them. I'm like, you're not even here most of the time. It just pisses me off.
yeah.
People are just greedy. And nobody thinks about anybody else anymore. It's very sad. Okay, moving on. Would you rather have way more work than you could ever accomplish in a day and be stressed, or have hardly any work at all and be bored?
Bored.
Bored?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate?
Who the fuck wants so much work that you're stressed? Like, what happened to you to make you want that?
Yeah.
Bring on the heart attack, please.
Yeah. What do you think, Dustin?
Yeah, being bored, at least, people aren't bored enough nowadays. We need to go back to being bored.
Yeah.
Entertain ourselves with our mind and our imagination.
The only argument I have for being so busy is like the day flies by at work, but stress sucks. So, and I've been really wanting to be bored at work lately. I'm going to go with bored as well. I haven't been bored at work for a long time. All right, we're all in agreement on that one. Would you rather have a terrible boss but a great job, or a great boss at a terrible job?
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Ooh. I feel like I'd rather the first one, because then that way it has more of a chance of being like a workplace comedy. You know what I mean? Everybody has the boss they hate, but but they love the job. That's why they stay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I'd rather that one.
Yeah. I feel like I'd rather that one too, because I can find ways to avoid the boss.
Yeah.
If I love the job, I can find ways to avoid the boss and make that interaction as minimal as possible. Anytime you see them come out of their office, just go to the bathroom.
Hide under your desk.
Just go to the bathroom. Sit in the stall for 5-10 minutes and
cry a little. I think I agree. Because how good could a good boss make a terrible job? Right? It's still a terrible job. So, yeah, I agree. I think I'd also go with the bad boss, great job. Would you rather work an extra hour but get an hour of break time, or work with no breaks but leave an hour earlier?
I'll do the no breaks.
You mean like no lunch?
No breaks at all. You just work straight through, but you leave an hour earlier.
Yeah, I'd probably prefer that.
I agree.
I'd still find a way to take breaks.
You just have a cup at your desk.
Does that mean you can't even go to the bathroom, like a bathroom break? I mean, come on.
I think that would be very illegal. But, that's kind of a stupid question. Would you rather commute 2 hours to your dream job, or live 2 minutes from a mediocre job?
2 minutes from a mediocre job.
Yeah, because that way you save some money.
Yeah, I agree with that one too. I fucking hate sitting in the car. 2 hours, that's 2 hours of your day just sitting in the goddamn car.
Figure you work an 8-hour shift with, let's say, an hour lunch. That's 9 hours plus
2 hour commute.
Plus, so hour each way, or 2 hours one way?
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you rather commute 2 hours to your dream job? Well, if it's 2 hours to your dream job, that means it's total of 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to commute 4 hours. Oh, that's 13 hours of...
Yeah.
So you get 3 hours of whatever, and you at least have to sleep
and
in
then
for 8.
Sleep.
If you try to do 8.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's stupid. No, 2 minutes from a mediocre job, because it doesn't say like a shit job, right? It's just mediocre.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
all right. Would you rather have plenty of time to work on an eventually unused project, or frantically rush to finish a surprisingly important project? I've done both.
Probably rush. I do my best work when I'm rushed sometimes.
Yeah,
Same.
I feel like when it comes to those projects like that, I would probably do better if I was like rushed to put something together than spend a whole bunch of time on something that's not going to get used.
Yeah.
It's like when you spend too much time, you overthink it or something, so you don't go with your instincts, and it's not fresh, and it's not,
Yeah. And you just hate looking at it. So you just cut corners because you can't even stand to look at it anymore. Yeah, I agree. I like to work frantically. Okay. Would you rather have your dream job, but you can't retire for 50 years? Isn't that like normal anyway? Or a terrible job, but you get to retire in 10 years, I guess from now. So we'd be working when we're in our 90s.
Yeah.
But it's a great job, right?
Right. It's so good.
Either way, it's a terrible job. 10 years.
Right. 10 years goes by fast
Yeah.
at our age.
I mean, I've been at my job for 15 now.
You know, when I was younger, time moved slower.
Young whippersnappers. You don't understand.
When I first started here, you don't even know how bad it was.
Did you answer that one, Dustin? I can't remember.
I don't even know now.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
What was
I was
it?
the only one who answered it.
50. Okay, so you have a dream job, but you can't retire for 50 years, or a terrible job that you can retire from in 10 years.
I'm doing the dream job.
Oh, wait, you're going to retire in 50 years?
Yeah, I'll do it till I'm 90.
Okay.
As long as it's a dream job, something I would love to do. I mean, yeah, why not?
Like, think of actors.
Exactly.
Like,
I would love to. I would
look at Betty White.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I mean, that's true, too.
If you love what you do, you don't have to like really retire. You can just do it whenever you want.
Very wise
Is
words,
your dream
Dustin.
job playing video games? Yeah.
I mean, that is a job.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on the job. What if your dream job was construction and then you're 90, like trying to hammer nails into a wall?
If your dream job was construction,
You never know.
who hurt you?
Well, you could be a manager by that point. You just don't have to
True.
actually do it.
Very true. All right, last one from this article. Would you rather eat the oldest thing in the office fridge or clean the office bathroom?
Ooh, I clean the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Yeah.
I did it in the military. Like,
It'd be gross briefly, but like you eat something bad, who knows how long you're gonna have fucking food poisoning for.
I was on latrine duty once when I was in boot camp, and I walked in the bathroom, and you could tell right away when you walked in the showers that somebody was pissing while they were showering, and I had to clean it.
I mean, piss doesn't sound as bad as some other bodily functions to clean up.
Don't
Yeah.
you talk that mess.
Okay.
Okay, I got some.
Righto.
Okay, so here's mine. Would you rather listen to your coworker clip his toenails at his desk or watch your coworker pick his nose and flick it?
Toenails.
Yeah, toenails.
I cannot stand boogers.
But you're hearing like snip, snip. You're just hearing them clip
Yeah.
each nail as it like right around the corner from you.
As much as noises bug the shit out of me, I still think I would prefer to hear that over, because I've seen people going to town in their noses and wiping it on desks, and it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I'd rather the toenails.
Because then you know that like it's on that desk.
Okay.
Would you rather see the boogers?
No, I'd probably do the toenails too because that happened to me. So, every day, and we complained about it, and nothing was ever done.
The toenails?
Yes,
Ugh.
like not even into like the trash can, just wherever they landed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, do you? What do they do at home that they can't
I
do that while they're home?
No, this guy was gross.
Oy.
Okay, so the next one is: would you rather have an office dog or an office cat?
Oh, office cat.
Oh. Cat. Because dogs have to be taken out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but that's an excuse for you to get outside too.
That's true.
So
I would still rather a cat.
I think cats can be more calming for me. I think I would do a cat.
I'm gonna do the dog because we have like this guy used to bring his dog in, and just the sweetest thing, just would come around and check on everybody. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Just wagging his tail, and you're like, I love you, and he's like, all right, you're good. All right, I'm gonna go check to see if anybody else needs it. You know, the cat would just like lay there, and like you may or may not see them that day.
It really depends on the cat, because you can get an asshole cat that
You
ignores
really
you.
like. Yeah. It would be so funny to come into.
As soon as you turn the lights on,
I was scared. No, like a really personable, just a happy, like, oh my God, I'm so happy you're here, cat, one that's like a dog, basically. So
Yeah.
I love
if it
those
was like a
types of
dog
cats,
cat.
I love those types of cats. Anyway. Okay. So here's one that's fun. Would you rather have Margarita Fridays every week or get a full paid week off for the December holidays? So every other week of the year, you get Margarita Fridays, or you get a full paid week off for the holidays in December.
Margarita Fridays sound good, but I can go buy my own fucking margaritas. I'll take the paid week off at
I
Christmas.
think I'd take the paid week off. Just because I'm not a huge margarita fan.
Yeah. I love margaritas, but if I want one.
Now, if it was Coors Light Fridays, that there's a decision.
Well, they might have the option of beer with it.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
a happy hour, an open bar happy hour. I still think I'd take the week off at Christmas just to have that guaranteed time off at the holidays would be cool.
I agree. I think the margarita or just open bar Friday would feel like a trap at some point. Like, what they're trying to get us drunk and liquored up. So
yeah, but think of the stories though.
The stuff you'll find out.
What do you think Jeff's gonna do this Friday?
Yeah.
He was fucking hammered last Friday. Did you see? He almost took his dick like all the way out, dude.
But then every other week it would get old. You're like, all right, I have to hang out with these fuckers again, and they're gonna get sloppy drunk, or you're the sloppy drunk, and
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you went like 4 months with the happy hour Fridays and you didn't know who the sloppy drunk was, you're the sloppy drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather have unisex bathrooms or pay transparency amongst everybody?
Oh,
Ooh.
wow. Unisex bathrooms.
Yeah.
I don't want to open that can of worms.
Yes.
Like, this motherfucker who sits on his ass all day is making more money than me. I don't care about a unisex bathroom. Whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. Oh, look, a titty.
We don't just take our titties out in the bathroom.
What? You don't? Don't you ruin my fantasies.
Look at
You killed Dustin.
I was thinking more like Ally McBeal or something, but oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Would you rather smell burnt popcorn or reheated fish?
Oh,
Popcorn.
Yeah.
Hands down, popcorn.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. And my last one is, would you rather have a guaranteed perfect spot in the parking lot every day or get off work an hour earlier on Fridays and still get paid?
Hour early on Friday. I park far away anyway because I like the walk. So
I don't know. Probably an hour early.
any extra time off I can get, that's going to be my choice.
Well, let's say, like, do you not have, like, where, you don't have that much weather where you're at, but
Yeah.
we would have, like, places where, under this tree or whatever, my car's not going to get, stuff like that, or you would have or a lot of shade because it gets really hot here. And, stuff like that, or close to the entrance or closer to the exit, however, your parking lot or garage is set up, you never know.
It would definitely make a difference if we lived in a place with extreme weather, but we don't. Like, occasionally it rains.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the far walk to my car. So would you choose the parking spot, Justin?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I want the Friday. Yeah, I want Fridays off. Yeah, get off early.
Yeah, for sure.
Why not? Right?
Yeah, like I said, any extra time off I could get, give me it. I want it. All right, so now I've got a few responses from Twitter. I posted posted this up on Twitter. Okay, this one comes from the Derek Duval Show. He says, would you rather death by PowerPoint or a meeting that could have been an email? I'm not sure what death by PowerPoint means. like a super PowerPoint heavy meeting or like PowerPoint comes alive and murders you.
I don't know. A cursed PowerPoint, maybe?
Cursed PowerPoint, yeah. 7 days.
Probably a meeting that should have been an email.
Yeah,
he probably meant like death by PowerPoint, like
7 slides.
The whole meeting is nothing but PowerPoints.
Yeah.
You know what I love when they're like, look at this PowerPoint. And it says, look at this PowerPoint. And you're like, bing, and it goes to the next one. He says, you were just reading about a PowerPoint. And he reads it to you. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Just talk to us. Just talk to us.
Yeah, most of my life lately is creating PowerPoint presentations, so I think I would choose the meeting that could have been an email. All right, the Beard Owl podcast chimed in with, would you rather have a meeting, kind of along the same vein, would you rather have a meeting about a meeting that could have been an email or an endless string of emails that really should have been a meeting?
Ooh. I'm going to say the meeting that could have been an email, because all of a sudden all those emails just pop up like it's a chat going on. You're like, oh my God, just stop. Let's just all get together and talk about this, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree too. Like I said, it's so easy to tune out in a meeting that could have been an email. You know, just like this, it's obviously not important information, but like those fucking reply all email chains, you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, your friends like creating a text thread and all of a sudden everybody's, you're like, what is going on? Stop.
Yes.
Oh, I hate that. I wouldn't want that. It's all the time.
Mm-hmm. Even with people I love very much in my life, I hate getting those kinds of things. So like, I don't want it from coworkers. All right. Holidays After Dark podcast said, would you rather be forced to come in an hour early every day or stay an hour late every day?
Come in an hour early.
Come in an hour early for sure.
Yeah. I'm better in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I get too grumpy in the afternoon. Yeah.
I hate staying late anytime, even if it's like 5 minutes. No, I don't want to. I want to go home. It's my time to go home. But coming in early, I'm a morning person, so getting earlier is much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandman Stories Presents said, would you rather have an incompetent coworker that tries their best or a talented coworker that doesn't do any work? This is a good one.
The first one.
Yeah, you're going with the first one?
Yeah, because at least they're trying and they're doing something. Like, you can be as talented as anyone else in the world, but if you don't do nothing, what does your talent do for anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. But at the same time, you know, you're going to be angry as hell all the time. Like, oh, you're lucky you're adorable.
Yeah.
You know?
Either way, it could be frustrating, but I would much rather have someone that's trying than someone that's just sitting on their ass, where you're just like, motherfucker, do something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Way Too Caffeinated said, would you rather have to cover up an affair between the CEO and the vice president of HR, or handle the write-up on 2 middle managers who got too frisky at the company party?
Ooh.
I'd rather handle the write-up, I think. Yeah. I don't want to keep anyone's secret. I would tell it to everyone.
Yeah, I probably... Have I done that? I'm trying to think.
Have I spilled someone's secrets?
No, I mean, like at work or something. No? Yeah, I'd probably do the write-up thing, though, too.
Yeah, I mean... Whatever. Here you go. You got too frisky. Here's your write-up. Yep. Too much pressure. I can't talk. Too much pressure covering up that shit. Bleach Bros podcast said, would you rather sleep with your work wife / husband or your HR rep? I don't have a work wife / unless B is my work wife.
I don't have one either.
I'd much rather sleep with B than our HR rep.
I'm trying to think. I'm close to being the HR rep. But
Do you want to sleep with yourself, Dustin?
I do that every night. I'm such a whore. No, like I guess maybe my old job, there was a couple of them that would be like, yeah, I would sleep with the HR rep.
Okay.
I would not.
No.
Okay.
Great. Perpetual Cinema asked, would you rather have to listen to someone give a presentation over something you're an expert in, but they aren't, or give a presentation on something you know nothing about? I'd do the first one.
I'm sorry. Read it again.
So would you rather listen to someone give a presentation on something that you are an expert in, but they aren't, or you give a presentation on something you know nothing about?
Oh, yeah, the first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
I've given presentations on shit I don't know much about, and it's terrifying. Like, don't ask me any questions because I don't know how to answer it.
Yeah.
Just because you're the expert and they aren't doesn't mean they might not know something you don't.
Right.
You know, or put it in a way that you've never thought of. You never know.
Yeah. This one came from Dustin. He said, would you rather eat 1,000 paper clips or sit in a closed office with the coworker that farts all day?
Wow.
Like, this one's really hard because I certainly don't want to eat paper clips, but I also don't want to sit in the office with someone that's farting all day.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd have to pick
The farts,
the
right?
farts. Yeah, because I'm not eating 1,000 paper clips.
That would wreck your insides.
You would die.
Yeah. You would perforate something along the
Yeah.
way and you'd just bleed internally. Well, no, I guess you wouldn't be smelling farts if you're eating the paper clips, but God, that's awful. How small is this office, Dustin?
It's a pretty small. It's just you and them
No.
in that room.
Can you wear a mask? What would you choose?
Oh, I would do the fart thing, I guess, because after a
Yeah.
while you just get used to it, or you just put a fan that blows
Yeah.
everything away from you,
Yeah.
and put like some candles, or plug in.
Definitely more coping ways than dealing with 1,000 paper clips in your system.
Yeah, there's no coping for that. Like,
I don't know. I've had a dog that ate pin cushions and shit, and he survived for years. So,
Oh, wow.
all right, the last one comes from JT Bruce Crime, but they didn't quite understand the assignment. But I'm going to read them anyway. Would you rather have a mullet or a ponytail?
fucking mullet, man.
Ponytail?
I'd rather have a mullet.
I'd rather have a ponytail. I would not look good with the mullet.
I feel like if I had a mullet, everybody just smell hippie all the
Oh,
time.
jeez.
I smell hippie.
And then they had a second one, and I guess this one's for all those pirates out there. Would you rather have a hook for a hand or a peg for a leg?
A hook for a hand.
Oh,
I think I'd rather have a peg leg.
I think it would.
Crochet one-handed.
No, I think I'd do the hook for the hand. I was thinking about that too, but I was like, yeah, but then you'd have that phantom leg thing going on, you know?
Well, you might have a phantom hand thing.
Yeah, but at least you have something there. You know, peg leg, it's wood. It's the
Yeah.
wood.
Can you get
peg.
like a bionic fake robot hand? Or does it have to be a hook?
Like Luke Skywalker.
Like, what if you go to like scratch your face and you like
I'm
rip
sure
your
you would
face
stop
open?
using that side.
What about while you're getting used to it? You
It
just
would
have
take
scars all over
It would
your
take
face.
one scratch.
I would probably have to put like that little cork thing at the end, you know,
Yeah.
something like scratch me.
a little sock over it.
Yeah.
Like they do with babies. Mm.
Kids with chicken pox. Duct tape socks to their hand.
Okay, that's all of our Would You Rather questions. If you guys want to chime in on any of the socials, you can follow us at FMWL Pod. Thank you so much, Dustin, for joining
Yes,
us
thank you, Dustin.
and for
that was fun.
bringing some of your Would You Rathers.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Everybody go listen to Dustin Can Read and Watch and the Rewatch recap. And again, we will link to where you can find Dustin in our show notes. Bye, fuckers.
Bye, fuckers.
Bye, fuckers.
Thank you for listening to the Fuck My Work Life podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please follow, subscribe, rate, review, and tell your friends. Send your workplace stories to fmwlpod@gmail.com or call our rant line at 310-818-3273 for a chance to be featured on a future episode. For more fun, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at FMWLPod. You can also join our Discord community to chat with us and your fellow fuckers. We've got a Patreon where for $5 a month you get early access to episodes, bonus content, and more. Grab yourself a t-shirt, pint glass, or yoga mat in our merch shop. All links can be found in the show notes. The Fuck My Work Life theme song is by Big Foss of the Chat Smash podcast. Remember, don't let the man get you down. Bye, fuckers.
I don't know about you, but with a busy work schedule, I never have time to sit down and read. Luckily, there's Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up articles about the most trending topics on the web and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. You can browse articles from topics you choose and just start playing. Follow specific topics from sports, tech, business, science, or Bitcoin. Newsly will find you the latest articles and read them aloud. They even have digital radio. And do you want to know the best part? They have podcasts. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries, and you can find our podcast, Fuck My Work Life, there too. Download and try Newsly for free by visiting www.newsly.me or clicking on the link in our show notes. And be sure to use promo code FWL for a 1-month free premium subscription. Stop scrolling and start listening with Newsly.